Join me as I dive deep into the chilling mystery of the Hinterkaifeck murders and try to piece together what really happened on that fateful night. Deep in the heart of rural Bavaria, Germany, lies a small farm called Hinterkaifeck, a place that's shrouded in an eerie atmosphere, surrounded by dense forests and rolling hills. It's here that a brutal and senseless crime took place, one that would shake the very foundations of the small community and leave behind a trail of unanswered questions. The Gruber family, consisting of Andreas and Cecilia, their daughter Victoria, and their 2-year-old grandson Josef, lived on the farm along with their maid Maria. On the night of March 31st, 1922, their lives were suddenly and tragically cut short. The family, along with their maid, were brutally murdered, their bodies left to rot in the barn. The question on everyone's mind was, who could have committed such a heinous crime and why? The investigation that followed was shrouded in mystery, with little to no leads or evidence to point to a suspect. The police were baffled, and the community was left in a state of shock and fear. As the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, the case only grew colder, and the haunting question of who killed the Gruber family remained unanswered. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, rumors and theories began to circulate. Some believed it was a burglar who had been seen lurking around the farm, while others thought it might have been a disgruntled former employee. But one thing was certain: the killer had to have been someone who knew the family, and someone who had a deep-seated grudge against them. The Gruber family was a tight-knit one, and they lived a simple yet fulfilling life on their farm. Andreas was a hard-working man who took great pride in his crops, and Cecilia was a devoted mother and wife who spent her days tending to the household chores. Their daughter Victoria was a bright and ambitious young woman who had big dreams for her future. And little Joseph, their 2-year-old grandson, was the apple of their eye. But behind the facade of happiness and contentment, there were whispers of strange occurrences and unexplained events that had been plaguing the family in the weeks leading up to the murder. According to neighbors and friends, the family had been experiencing strange noises and unexplained events, which had left them feeling on edge. Doors would slam shut on their own, and strange shadows would be seen lurking around the farm at night. Some even reported seeing a mysterious figure lurking around the property. But despite these ominous signs, the family never suspected that their lives were in grave danger. The investigation into the murders was one of the most extensive in German history at the time. The police scoured the crime scene, looking for any shred of evidence that could lead them to the killer. They found a few clues, including a set of footprints leading from the house to the barn, and a suspicious pair of trousers that had been discarded in the woods. But despite their best efforts, they were unable to piece together the events of that fateful night. One of the most chilling aspects of the case is the discovery of the bodies. The police found the family, along with their maid, brutally murdered in the barn. The scene was gruesome, with signs of a fierce struggle. But what was even more disturbing was the fact that someone had been living in the barn, using the family's belongings and even taking meals in the house. It was as if the killer had been watching the family, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. As the years went by, the case remained unsolved, and the mystery of the Hinterkaifeck murders only deepened. Theories emerged, and suspects were named, but nothing could be proven. The case became a cautionary tale, a reminder that sometimes the most heinous crimes can go unpunished. The Hinterkaifeck murders remain one of the most baffling and disturbing crimes in German history, a reminder that sometimes the truth can be stranger than fiction. And as we delve deeper into the mystery, one thing becomes clear: the Gruber family's fate will forever be shrouded in mystery, and the question of who killed them will remain forever unanswered. So what do you think really happened on that fateful night? Who do you think was behind the brutal murder of the Gruber family? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's try to piece together the puzzle of the Hinterkaifeck murders. And if you're fascinated by unsolved mysteries like this one, let me know what other cases you'd like to see explored in future videos.